Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before starting the video, please go ahead and hit the subscribe button and give this video. Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before starting the video, please go ahead and hit the subscribe button and give this video. Once upon a time, our daytime dramas were brave. They dealt head-on with real issues from religion, Ryan's Hope, to racism, All My Children, from homophobia, One Life to Live, to AIDS, General Hospital. If their doing so made some viewers uncomfortable, even angry, the shows had the courage to carry on as a reflection of the real world. They felt a duty to inform and enlighten as well as entertain. It's harder now. Our soaps are scared. Understandable, given that their numbers have shrunk from more than a dozen on the air to 3, soon 4, with only one other streaming. But their obligation to serve food for thought along with love affairs and power plays remains unchanged. And General Hospital, it's your turn at bat. On Inauguration Day, an executive order was issued that stated that the federal government would recognize only 2 genders. What that means is that whether someone is transgender, they will be treated as a woman if they were born with eggs, a man if they were born with sperm. Their knowledge of their own sex, they have been told, is irrelevant. This order will not affect most people. In the U.S., less than 2% of the population identifies as trans. But for those that the order will affect, the ramifications are staggering. And General Hospital has an opportunity to illustrate that, to make those of us that it doesn't impact understand how devastating this is for those that it does. The cast of General Hospital, to its credit, includes trans actress as Dr. Terry Randolph, who is also trans. Since James' 2018 debut, Terry hasn't been heavily featured, but the show has delved a little bit into her dating life and hooked her up with sweet Yuri. Through Terry, General Hospital could illustrate the consequences of this order via a character that we already know and like. We may not think twice before using a public restroom, but Terry has long had to, and will have to even more so now. Will a transphobic hospital staffer balk at finding her in the ladies' room? Will an altercation ensue, one from which Terry will quickly back down, not because the staffer doesn't deserve to be schooled, but because she is terrified that she will somehow be found in the wrong and thrown in jail? Why would that frighten Terry so much? Wouldn't Yuri or Liz just bail her out? Because if Terry somehow wound up in a federal prison, she'd be incarcerated with male prisoners. Federal law no longer recognizes her as the woman that she is. Can you imagine how powerful the scene would be in which she told Liz why she had shied away from the confrontation? Can you imagine not empathizing with Terry, someone who has just been told by her own country that she is not who she knows better than anyone that she is? It would be hard to watch, crushing, moving, and maybe it would do what soaps have always done when they addressed social issues, open some minds and give a different point of view. A counterpoint could even be offered, maybe by an older character like Mac. He could throw up his hands and admit that he just doesn't get the whole boys and girls thing anymore. Then someone like wife Felicia could assure him that he can get the whole boys and girls thing if he wants to. It just takes some interest, some care, and some reading. But if he doesn't want to, then all he needs to do is ask himself 2 things. Is a trans person being trans harming me in any way? And do I want to harm a trans person who is not harming me in any way? Well, when you put it like that, Mac could say. And just like that, the issue has been viewed through a different lens. Beyond that, if ever there was a time for General Hospital to give Terry a real storyline, this is it. How do these real-world developments affect her relationship with Yuri? Does she hit the brakes on talk of marriage for fear that she'd be saddling her boyfriend with a partner who'd end up being more of a drain than a support? Or does she courageously stand up for herself and for love, accept Yuri's proposal, and say I do with head held high? TBD. In 2025, it can feel like there is no changing anyone's mind about anything. And that may turn out to be true. But there is always the potential to bring about a change of heart and discover that what we may not understand, entirely, partially, or at all, doesn't need to be feared or hated, rejected or hurt. It can just be accepted, maybe even embraced as one of life's unexpected miracles.